It's day 16 of the lockdown, and as you can see, the city is under complete shutdown while some level of movement still exists on the roads.
On a regular working day, these areas such as Peters Road, Nungambakam, Alvarpet, Mylapore are heavily filled with jam-packed traffic. Due to the lockdown introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, there seems to be absolute discipline amongst our citizens. While this step taken by our Prime Minister seemed very essential during this stage of the COVID-19 outbreak, it has caused various impacts and consequences to our citizens. There are over 900 cases of COVID-19 in Tamil Nadu with a death toll of 21 people.
What are the consequences of this lockdown? Let's have a look at it.
இப்போ இந்த கொரோனா இதனால எனக்கு ஃபுல்லாக பாதிப்பு. எனக்கு வயிற்றுக்கே கஞ்சி இல்லாமல் இருக்குது. நமக்கு அவ்வளோ லாஸ்டிங் சரக்கெல்லாம் டேமேஜ் ஆகி போய் குட்டியில் போட்டு.
சட்டம் தன் கடமையை செய்யும். சுகாதாரத்துறை அறிவுறுத்தியபடி சுத்தமாக இருங்கள். உங்கள் வீடுகள் அருகில் யாராவது கொரோனா பாதிப்பில் உள்ளார் என்பதை அறிந்தால் உடனே தகவல் தரவும். காவல்துறையின் எச்சரிக்கையை அறியுங்கள்.
Door delivery of essential commodities in residential areas takes place during this outbreak. Medical stores are the only shops that are open past 1 p.m. in any place in Tamil Nadu.
மந்த்லி கஸ்டமர் இருக்காங்க, அவங்களால வெளியே வந்து டக்குன்னு வாங்க முடியாது. சப்போஸ் அதை இந்தமாரி திறந்து வச்சுருக்கிறதுனால ஃப்ரீ ஹோம் டெலிவரி, ஏன்னா அவங்களால வெளியே வர முடியாது, வரக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லி உத்தரவு போட்டிருக்காங்க.
ஸோ டெலிவரி பண்ணுறீங்க?
டெலிவரி, ஆமாம், ஃப்ரீ டெலிவரியும் பண்ணிடுறோம். நாங்கள் எல்லா கஸ்டமரும் அதுமாரி ஃபோன் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதனால் அவங்களுக்கு தேவையான மெடிசன் நாங்கள் எடுத்துகிட்டு கொடுத்துருவோம். இந்தமாரி இப்போ வந்து கவர்மெண்ட்டே சொல்லிட்டாங்க, பேரசெட்டமால் தரக்கூடாது, அசித்ரோமைசின், அந்த HQS இதெல்லாம் தரக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு இருந்ததுன்னா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து தெரியாது, நார்மல் ஃபீவர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு விட்டுருவாங்க. அது ஒரு பேரசெட்டமால் போட்டால் சரியாயிடும் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஆனால் அது வந்து பலனே கிடையாது.
The daily wage laborers are the most affected due to the outbreak of COVID-19. In spite of Amma canteens being open, they still can't serve themselves financially.
எங்களுக்கு இதான் பொழப்பு, இது சம்பாதிச்சு தான் அம்மா படுத்த படிக்காதுறாங்க, அவங்கள காப்பாற்றணும். எங்களுக்கு ஒரு வேலை இல்லை, அதனால் நாங்கள் இதை தான் பண்ணணும். இதை விட்டுட்டா எங்களுக்கு யாரும் உதவிக்கு ஆள் கிடையாது.
இல்லை, இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் வெளில இருக்கிறதுனால உங்களுக்கு வந்தாலும் மற்றவங்களுக்கு வரும்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. அதை பற்றி என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க?
அது வரும் தான், என்ன பண்ணுறது? அது பார்த்தோம்னா எங்களுக்கு வயிற்று குழப்பு இருக்குல்ல, முடியாதவங்க ஒருத்தவங்க இருக்காங்களே, என்னை நம்பி ஒரு ஜீவன் இருக்குல்ல, அதை காப்பாற்றணும்ல நான்.
சரிக்கா, ஏன் மாஸ்க் எல்லாம் இன்னும் போட்டுடல நீங்கள்?
நாங்கள் போட்டு தான் பார்க்குறோம், மூச்சு அடிக்குது, அப்பப்போ அவுத்து விட்டுருவேன். இப்போ முந்தானிலே மூஞ்சி போடுவேன்.
Most places such as local markets, grocery stores and vegetable markets are open till 1:30 p.m. every single day in Tamil Nadu. Religious places such as temples, churches and mosques are also under complete shutdown. Municipal corporation workers expose themselves every single day during the time of such a serious pandemic.
நான் இங்கே பெருக்கிற வேலை செய்கிறேன். இது இந்தமாரி நோய் வரும், நீங்கள் வெளியெல்லாம் போகாதீங்க, குழந்தைங்களாம் பாதிக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. எங்களுக்கு அதை பற்றிலாம் இல்லை, பெருகணும். நாங்கள் வேலைக்கு போனால் தான் அன்றாடம் சாப்பிட முடியும், வேலை இல்லாத வீட்டில் இருந்தால் எங்களுக்கு யார் சாப்பாடு தருது? பயம் இல்லாத வேலைக்கு வரோம், கடவுள் மேலே வார்த்தை போட்டு வரோம். எது நடந்தாலும் நடக்கட்டும், இன்றைக்கே போகிற சாவி இன்றைக்கே கூட வந்தாலும் நல்லது தான் அப்படின்ட்டு வரோம்.
அக்கா, கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து அவங்க பெருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு எதாவது
எங்களுக்கு தரலைங்க அந்த அறிகுறிப்பு. கவர்மெண்ட்னா அந்த கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு கொடுத்துக்கிறாங்க, நாங்கள் வந்து கான்ட்ராக்டில் வேலை செய்கிறோம். எங்களுக்குன்னு எதுவுமே அவங்க செய்ய மாட்டாங்க. நாங்கள் ஒரு சாப்பாடு இல்லாத, ஒரு டீ இல்லாத, நாங்கள் ரோட்டில் வந்து இங்கே வேலை செய்யணும்.
உங்களுக்கு வேலை வந்தே ஆகணும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்களா?
வந்தே ஆகணும்லாம் இல்லை, நாங்கள் வந்தால் தான் எங்களுக்கு சேலரி உண்டு.
See, there's no magical solution as to what this one thing which I can say which can help someone, completely have their problems resolved at this moment. I feel like right now, the biggest problem which people are going through is the fact that they're not able to deal with now staying with themselves and deal with their own thoughts and deal with their own demons. So as I mentioned a bit ago, it's all about. It starts with you. It starts with the person, right? So it starts with self-awareness. So right now, if anybody has to help themselves out, rather than giving you the cliche advice of keep yourself busy or go find something to do productive or go do an online course, all of that is something which I think most people would have read about at some place or heard about it constantly. But what I feel people are talking about really less is all about self-awareness. And right now, I believe that there are three tips which I can share, which can help someone at this moment. So there are three ways, in a way, which can help someone be self-aware at this point, which is number one, that just observe your thoughts and emotions. Anybody who's watching this, just observe your thoughts and emotions. So the mistake which people make while trying to observe their thoughts and emotions is that every single thought you get, because right now you will be going through so many things, so many devilish thoughts in your mind which may genuinely make you uncomfortable. Now we think that we are bored, but most of the time we just try to run away from ourselves and run away from the actuality of what we feel, what we think, what we do, and all of that. So right now, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Break that pattern. Think about this is observe your thoughts and emotions. Now, what mistake people make is that every single time you get thoughts which are not very happy or which are not exactly joyful, you just start overthinking about, hey, you know what, I'm such a bad person. Oh my God, why am I thinking like this? Why am I thinking like this? Don't do that mistake. Don't do that mistake at all. All you gotta do is observe your thoughts from a distance. Just be a viewer. It's like you're a third person and your thought is an entirely other person. And trust me, it is, because you don't even know that person. And when you do that, you get way better clarity and you will see things for what they are. And you won't be coming to exaggerated conclusions about yourself. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is be extremely aware of your self-talk. It's very, very important for you to be awareful of how you are communicating with yourself and your mind at this very point, because the way we communicate with ourselves can be very destructive or constructive. Now, I'm not talking about communicating only in terms of making yourself not avoid thinking about COVID-19. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bigger picture. I'm talking about how this can serve you, how you could use COVID-19 to your advantage and let this serve you and make you go forward, and so that if you ever face an issue like that ever in your life again, you will not be panicking the way that you are today. And that will happen if you regulate your self-talk. Be extremely awareful of what your mind is telling you about various things, different things. Right now you have so much of time. Every individual has time to think about their family, their career, their future, anything and everything. Their relationships, what they want to achieve the next 1 year, 5 years. There's so many things which you can think about. So, and when you see your self-talk, you will understand why you stand where you stand in life today. And most of it has to do with how you talk to yourself. So number 3, and my final tip would be to be very, very wary of your thoughts and emotions at this point. Your emotions. See if your emotions are serving you forward or pulling you backwards in life. So when I speak about emotions, it's not about trying to make you seem like, hey, you know what, be positive or don't worry about anything, because it's not possible. Right now, nobody has prepared for this situation where you will be in a lockdown and suddenly all of this will happen. So you will have times when you might feel sad, or you might feel negative, or you might feel a lot of these things. But if you just be very, very wary of how your emotional process works and understand it, you'll be able to tame it. Because either you control your emotions or your emotions control you. And right now, more than ever, you have the opportunity to learn all of these things about yourself. So quit the entire pattern of blaming COVID-19 and be thinking about all the negative things which are coming along with it, and start thinking about the positive ones. That's it. Thank you.
I'm working in a company in Chennai. To be honest, it's been all about staying inside the place, social distancing. While I appreciate it a lot, I've been taking time for myself. I'm working, so work from home happens every day. So to be honest, I got caught yesterday for going in the morning in my car at 11:30 a.m. So the rule says you can go from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. if I'm not
For
wrong.
essentials.
Yeah, for essentials. So I was just going to get some vegetables and I got caught, and then they had to stop me for say 40 minutes, and they were asking me to explain myself why I was going. While it's very normal for me to go because that's the only time I could get get to go out. So I stopped that time.
So that inconvenience is present.
Yeah, it is there. So we're going for essentials. I mean, they shouldn't be biased to anybody. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Achyut and I'm working from home, and I joined as an intern 1 month back. And for me, it has negatively impacted because my dad is a businessman and he owns his own press, and he's unable to meet his clients and run the whole business. And
With a population of 1.3 billion in our country, it is absolutely commendable to notice that this lockdown introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been practiced by every single one of our fellow citizens. I'm standing here in TTK Road in Alwarpet. As you can see, there's absolutely no movement other than bare minimal movement by necessary government officials, public officials and street vendors. I'm Ashraya Kannan reporting for ACJ News in Chennai.